Today we're going to be unboxing this Kanna Fring figure. This is one that I am very excited about because it completes my Dragon Maid line of these Fring figures. We have Toru, we have Lukoa, so we're going to unbox this, compare it to those two, and see which one is the best of the set, and just get our overall opinion on this kind of controversial anime figure. Let's get going. So if you want to buy this figure or any others, you can buy them from two different places. Now where I bought this from, and where I do recommend if you want to buy anything quickly, but be aware it is going to be a bit more pricey than anywhere in the United States, is Ami Ami. Ami Ami gets it to you a bit quicker, and stuff comes out quicker, but it is based in Japan, so buying stuff from them means you're going to spend a little bit more for shipping, especially if you're in the United States or anywhere else overseas. But if you don't want to spend those prices, you can get another store that I recommend, and that is Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth is an affiliate with me, and you can use my link down in the description. You can get 10% off of any in-stock order. So when this goes in stock very soon, if they have it still available, you can buy that and get 10% off of it. So these Fring figures are really good to get that 10% off discount. Anything you do buy from there, pre-orders or whatever, does help out the channel because I get a little bit of bounce back from that. So if you're interested in just helping out the channel and getting some anime figures while you're at it, do that. They do sell Funkos, they sell Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, whatever you're into, Rent a Girlfriend, Quintessential Quintuplets, whatever, you can find it all there, as well as much, much more. But anyway, let's get right on into this unboxing. And it's a very tiny one. So she is just right like there. So quite tiny, but that's to be expected. We expected that. Now, I did mention in the intro there that this is a bit of a controversial figure because it is Kanna. And unfortunately, Kanna is kind of the, well known as the controversial character because of the often artwork that is made with Kanna that lewds her a little bit. And this figure is no different. We will have to look into that as I unbox it for you, but there is some things with this that we're going to talk about that is something that people have noticed and people have complained about whenever I posted about this on Twitter long ago and made the joke that Lukoa was large, Toru was medium, and this was small. And I got this for months, people were upset that they even made this. So let's see if that's warranted or if it's a bit overblown. I think it's probably the second. But let's get her out of here. A lot of little accessories we have to add on to her here. Not only the bunny ears, but we also have little hair like ponytails. So we'll have to add them here in a minute. But let's get this out of the way here. Now, we do have a very tiny little cute base here. As you see, it's just black. Now, it is this see-through black that I have mentioned before, but I've kind of come to, I don't forgive it, but I'm okay with this see-through black because you can't, when you lay it down, you can't see through it. It's not as bad as that Marin base. So, let's go ahead and put her on here. Okay, so let's get all the plastic off of her here, and then we'll get the little, these things. Now, we'll have to take out these. Now, they do put these little pegs in here that are pretty easy to come out, but they help it protect it in shipping to avoid these getting broke, which I like a lot. I am very happy that they do that. Now, this one goes over here. So let's put that in there, and then we'll get this other one like that. There we go. All right, now, final thing here is the bunny ears. The most important part of the bunny outfit is always the bunny ears. Let's get this out of the way. Now, those are tight. Normally, they are not that tight, but this time they are. They did not skimp out. Another thing that I think I figured out is what they do with these is I think they're put there for painting when they paint them so that they are not, they don't get paint down into these holes. So that's just a theory. I have no idea. So you do get these extra little bits here. We'll just throw them to the side. I keep them, but there's no reason to. So yeah, a pretty cute little figure here. So let's go ahead and kind of go over everything and talk about the overall kind of my opinion on it, and then we'll get into the more controversial topics here in a minute. So like all of the Dragon Maid figures, she does include these gloves, which I really like. They add a little bit of flair to the figure. I do really like the pose. I think it's very cute, and I think it kind of is an animated look. I kind of hate when they're just standing. This one is not. She's kind of leaning forward. I think it's really cute. The hair detail is really good, especially her horns here on the side of her hair. Really cute. I think they nailed it. The face, Kanna has a very, very iconic face, and they nailed it. And I think they did a great job on all of her facial expressions here, especially the mouth and the eyes, I think are great. And then, you know, looking at the bunny suit itself, there is a few things to point out here. The first of which is the shoes. The shoes are actually not heels. Every other bunny girl that has been released is in heels. Even I from the Reuse Work Is Never Done, which is a younger character as well, is in heels. This one is not. She is in flat shoes, which is something interesting that I think you don't see that often. And I think it fits for this character. Another thing, now I thought this was just something that was specific with just, you know, this character, that the art, like the pictures of it were off colored or something, and that the tights looked a bit like a brown or a red. No, they are. I don't know if they're brown or if they are like a golden thing. I think they're brown. But I kind of like it. I think it fits. I think it kind of highlights her color a little bit better. I mean, if it was black, I think it'd kind of contrast with these, especially in kind of the shoes. And I think this kind of works. Toru has similar colors, and I do think the black looks a little odd on that. So I gotta give him credit. I think that's a good choice. And so I think it's a really good figure, to be honest. Now, I will address real quickly the controversial things, and I will give them credit in a few ways. So obviously, Kanna, yes, she is 600-year-old, dragon, whatever. So a lot of people say, well, then it doesn't matter. Well, obviously, to some people it does. I'm not going to act like it doesn't, because people will throw a fit if I do. Now, obviously, I don't care. It's a made-up character, but I know that is not the answer some people want. So I will be devil's advocate for the people arguing that this figure shouldn't be made, because obviously I bought it, so I wanted it. Now, for one, they did add to where it looks like she's wearing an undershirt. You can see it there. You can see it in the right here as well. So it is not like she is showing a lot of cleavage anyway. So you're not really getting that. So that's one kind of saying, okay, well, they did do something about it, because the others are showing it down to underneath their chest. She is not. Now, however, like, her thighs are probably, I don't want to say they're the same size as Lukoa, but they're probably the same size as Toru. And I can't deny that. That is very true. It is very meaty thighs. But here's the thing. This character has canonically quite big thighs. Blame the artist, not the figure maker. So I think honestly, this is actually a really, really good Kanna figure. Even if you don't really like the bunny outfits, I know some people are really kind of anti-bunny outfit. I still think this is probably one of the best Kanna figures we've gotten. There's a few others that have came out that I think are arguably up there, but I think this is one of the best. So real quick, we're not quite done. Let's compare it to the rest of the Dragon Maid line and see if small, medium, and large make up a good set. So first off, let's look at the one that came out first here, and that is Toru here. So Toru is a perfect example to show off that the leggings, or the tights here, on each one of them, the netting, has been different on every one of these figures. She had a very more coarse, it's not as fine, and you can see there that it is very coarse here, and so a bit different. Now it is also black, so as I mentioned before, it kind of contrasts with this more than I like, but I think it works. Now, Kanna, obviously, we talked about it, has these brown tights here. And then if we look at Lukoa here, she has the very fine knit black leggings here. So, yeah, I think, overall, I think it's pretty good. Now, in terms of, is this a good set? Absolutely. This is, in my opinion, one of the best freeing lines that we have seen. To me, a freeing line, you need a few different things. Is it unique and not just you slapped this figure's face on a bunny girl body? And then, I honestly, the Love is War line, I love them. They look great. I think you could swap out the face or the head of those figures with any other ones and it would still work. If you put Chizuru's head on Chika's body, it'd work. Is it going to be as good? Maybe not, but it'd work. These don't. These figures, I think they kind of each have characteristics of their character in their body as well as their hair and head and everything like that. Obviously, with the kind of body design here, you can't, like, that's not, no one else has that big of a personality. But I think, the heart and her hands there, the kind of cute body style they have given her with the flat shoes. You aren't going to get that anywhere else. And then I think, while she's the least of these, I do think with giving them the gloves, with giving them just this overall kind of different, like they're all different. They're very unique in my opinion, even though they're just bunny outfits. I do really think they are really, really good. Now, overall, which one is my favorite and which one's my least favorite? I'm going to be honest. I think Toru is my least favorite. It was the first one to come out, and I think it is good, but I think there is a few minor things that I think are a bit lacking. Like I said, I think the outfit color could have been something else. I think you could have given her like a green, maybe a red, and it wouldn't have clashed as much, wouldn't have blended in as much. I just think it's kind of muted and not as vibrant as her character should be. Now these two are close because they're both really good, but I think I'm gonna have to give second to Kanna, just because while Kanna is great, Lukoa, and this, if I was to rank them as based on their characters, it would be Kanna, Toru, Lukoa. I don't like Lukoa. I think she is a overrated character, and I don't think she gets that much attention anyway. I don't really like her at all. However, this figure is amazing. I've said it before, this is some of the best hair work that I have ever seen in a figure. It is beautiful how they did that hair. But, just, you can't deny whenever you get a figure like this, you cannot ignore their body design and how it's done. And I gotta be honest, the body work on this one is phenomenal. I mean, it's phenomenal. And that's the same with all three of them. you know, even if you want to get upset with me saying body design on Kanna, sorry, they nailed the thighs on it, and that's what these figures are for. If you don't like it, don't buy the figure. However, I do think, and if you're a Dragon Maid fan, I recommend these. Would I love to see a Lulu and Elma figure? Absolutely. I think, you know, you could do a really cute Lulu one, and I think you could do a really kind of, like maybe do a Elma and Toru that kind of balances off of one another. And then if you do all of them and you want to do a Kobayashi, you can do a Kobayashi. I don't really think you should go beyond that. I know you could make the little girl with her, but I don't think you should. Honestly, I think 5 is enough. I don't think you really need Kobayashi, but if you wanted to do Kobayashi, you can do Kobayashi. But now that they're all released, I think it's the perfect time for them to announce it if they are going to eventually. But that's about it. I personally think this is a great set. I personally would recommend it if you're interested in it. But which one's your favorite? Do you have a problem with Kanna? Do you think that she shouldn't have been made at all? Or do you think, yeah, she's a great figure, and that's what's most important? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I have reviewed these two, and I did a short on this one a long time ago, so let me know what your thoughts on the set are as a whole. More figurine figures coming soon. There'll be one next month for sure. There may be one sneaking in between those, but there'll be another one coming very soon. And I'll give you a hint on that one. It's a bit of a teasing figure. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.